You wake up before the sun because poverty trained your body to panic. You step outside early, chasing rent, food, and enough dignity to keep going. At the car wash, the boss points like your spine belongs to him. You scrub luxury until it shines, and soap stings every crack in your skin. The money in your palm feels like an insult you're expected to accept. You walk home practicing a smile because your family can't afford your sadness. At night, you don't sleep. You calculate how to escape. Then, an old friend appears, calm, like he lives in a different world. He doesn't preach. He offers you a door called real money. When the house goes quiet, hunger makes you call. Your thumb hovers, and your heart argues with your pride. You call, and the line connects like a trap closing. He answers immediately, like he was waiting for your hunger. He tells you to come alone, and the night suddenly feels louder. You meet in a place so ordinary it feels like a trick. No names, no speeches, just quiet eyes measuring you. A sealed package sits between you like a decision. You force your face to stay calm, because fear looks guilty. You move through the city like your future's in your arms. The handoff happens fast. Two strangers pretending to be nothing. Nothing happens, and that silence is the hook. Then the money hits your hand like lightning. You come home carrying food that looks like a miracle. She asks where it came from, and you lie with love. You don't sleep. You replay the line you crossed. Work comes again, and you learn to act bored on purpose. You learn the safest face is the one that looks normal. You train your face like it's armor. Money softens your house, and you call it proof. Bills get paid early, and your chest feels lighter. You step into quiet space and realize peace can be rented. Your shoes change first, and your walk follows. You stop moving like an apology. Meetings get quieter, and the machine gets bigger. You start tracking flow, faces, and reliability. The packages move like shadows, and you manage the rhythm. You solve problems with money and hope questions stay silent. Then you taste luxury, soft light, quiet music, and respect on demand. You tip without thinking, and that's when you realize you changed. You learn to wear confidence like a suit. The city starts treating you differently the moment you look like money. Doors open faster when people think you belong. You walk into rooms that used to feel forbidden. You learn to smile like you're never surprised. Small luxuries start feeling normal. The street noise fades when you're inside comfort. Now, you don't just move, you direct. Numbers become your language, and people become patterns. Everything is designed to look boring from the outside. You pay on time, and loyalty grows roots. And you learn to spot fear before it spreads. Careless people don't stay close to you for long. At home, you keep delivering comfort and calling it love, but your family starts reading the changes in you. Questions show up at your door, and you answer with silence. You offer money like it can buy trust back. When nobody's watching, the mask gets heavy. Outside, whispers start carrying your name. You feel the weather change before the storm arrives, so you tighten your grip, on time, on people, on fear. You stop reacting to problems and start designing control. Calls get shorter, and meaning hides inside pauses. Everything stays ordinary on the surface, by design. You reward calm, because calm keeps the machine smooth, and you demote the ones who love attention. In your world, mistakes don't get speeches, they get distance. Luxury feels like breathing air you didn't know existed. Small symbols start feeling like proof you matter. People watch you, like danger is a VIP guest. You practice a version of yourself that never looks scared. But rivals don't need introductions. They arrive like weather. Replies slow down, and you feel the disrespect underneath it. So you tighten access and make the rules quieter. You pay fast, because safety feels like money on time. Then you let rumors do the fighting for you. Paranoia spreads, and their trust starts tearing. You offer stability, and loyalty flips without noise. Their space shrinks, and your name gets heavier in the air. But victory doesn't calm you, it sharpens you. You start hearing danger in ordinary silence. You tell yourself it's nothing, but your body doesn't believe you. Sleep becomes impossible when your mind won't stop scanning. Even your own notes start feeling like evidence. The smiles disappear, and even your friends start speaking in fewer words. He says one word, heat, and your stomach drops. You keep your face calm because panic is contagious. You start cutting connections like they're loose wires. You move like a ghost again, but now it's survival, not poverty. Every routine feels like a mistake waiting to happen. You start measuring silence by how long it follows you. At home, even the air feels like it's waiting for the truth. Your mother's voice is soft, but it hits harder than threats. Your older brother doesn't ask politely anymore, and your youngest brother watches like he's learning fear from you. You answer love with money, because money is the only language you trust now. But cash can't cover the silence you brought into the house. When you're alone, the mask cracks. Every knock sounds like the end. Sometimes it's nothing, and that makes you feel worse, because you realize you're living inside a warning. Morning looks normal, but you move like danger is hiding in the light. You learn to stand still while your mind sprints. Even your hands forget how to relax. The room gets quieter, and you can feel the pressure in the silence. The cold-eyed contact looks at you like you're either useful or finished, so you decide to move smarter, not louder. You start removing anything that could tell your story, because the past can't protect you anymore. You hide in crowds, pretending you're just another face, but you can feel eyes on you even when you don't look back. You keep the machine moving, because stopping feels like dying. Time becomes your enemy and your weapon. Home stops feeling like rest and starts feeling like judgment. Your mother asks you to stop, and you hear the tiredness behind her words. You lie again, softer this time, because truth feels too dangerous. Your brother's silence says he doesn't believe you anymore, and your little brother learns that money doesn't mean safe. Your phone buzzes, and your heart jumps like it's trained. Your friend shows up without a smile, and you know it's bad. He tells you the heat is real, and it's close. His tone tells you this isn't a warning anymore. It's a countdown. He says fewer words, like every syllable could be overheard. You nod like you're calm, but your stomach sinks. You leave without looking guilty, even when your nerves are screaming. Back home, you lock the door like a ritual. You hide anything that looks like a trail. Your family's waiting, quiet, tense, and tired. Your mother's eyes ask the question she's scared to say. Your older brother watches like he's waiting for the truth to slip. Even your little brother can feel something wrong in the air. You tell them it's nothing, and the lie tastes bitter. The room accepts your words, but not your peace. You stare at yourself and try to look like someone who's safe, but your body won't stop acting like it's being hunted. Every buzz feels like a siren you can't hear yet. You watch the street like the street is watching back. By morning, you're moving before the city fully wakes. You hide inside normal life like it's camouflage. The machine still runs, even when your nerves don't. You keep counting, because counting feels like control. Your silence starts sounding like authority. The flow stays quiet, quick, and forgettable, on purpose. Time becomes the thing you fear most. Your pressure works. Rivals start collapsing from the inside. Loyalty flips without a fight, and your name gets heavier. But the mask gets heavier every day. At home, your success feels like a shadow on the wall. Your mother begs you to stop without raising her voice. Your brother watches you like you're already gone, and your little brother learns fear from your silence. You answer love with money, because money is all you know. Then the heat stops being a rumor. Your friend shows up without a smile. He tells you it's close, and you feel the countdown start. You hide anything that looks like a trail. You start erasing yourself. Then the knock comes, real, heavy, and impossible to ignore. Your family flinches, and you realize you brought the storm home. The door doesn't open. It breaks. In seconds, your control disappears. Cold metal closes, and your life becomes evidence. You're dragged into daylight, and the street looks normal like it never cared. Questions fall on you, and you give them silence. Then you enter a place where time is a cage. Luxury disappears like it never happened. Visitation day comes, and your chest tightens. They arrive, and you see what your choices cost them. Your mother asks, "Was it worth it?" You try to answer, and nothing clean comes out. Your brother says, "We needed you, not the money." When they leave, the room goes colder than your cell. Back in your cell, you write because it's the only place left to be honest. You remember when the problem was coins, not consequences. You thought money would erase humiliation. Now you know comfort isn't the same thing as peace. So you send truth out, because you finally stopped running. You learn the hardest freedom is the one you earn inside yourself.